All right.
So just like a little rundown on the podcast. I'm sure you've done some baseball podcasts before. We're trying to do it a little differently, talk more about swag, lifestyle, you know, swag on the baseball field, what you're rocking, just keep it loose, keep it fun.
I bet. No doubt. No doubt.
All right. All right, here we go. So what's up, everyone? Welcome to Kicking It Custom. I'm your host, Clayton Gelfand, and I'm joined by my co-host, Alex Katz. Our special guest today is LSU Tiger legend and current minor league prospect, Cole Freeman. Cole, what's good, my man?
Kicking it like everybody. Just enjoying the time home, I guess, but it looks like it's going to be for a lot longer.
Are you back in Louisiana right now?
Yeah, I'm back about 45 minutes north of New Orleans called Mandeville. So I've just been with my family ever since.
Yeah, kicking it with the boys and having a good time. Well, all right, so we'll get right into this. So, you're wearing your brand on your shirt. I know you have – it's called, Heart Has No Limit. And I know you started it because you're a smaller guy. So am I. But you never let that get in the way of you showing out on the field. And I respect that. So how has playing with that chip on your shoulder influenced your swagger on and off the field?
A lot. Fashion, I guess, in the sense, swagger has always kind of been something I've been into. But, it definitely, obviously that whole saying, look good, play good, feel good, all that stuff. I think that's true. If I'm running out there, and I ain't got no swag on and stuff, maybe I'm probably not going to feel as confident. I don't know what, if it's some, mentally or whatnot, but I feel like a lot of people are like that. But no, when I'm going out there, I want to be, dripped out. I want to have, the arm sleeve. I'm wearing the eye black. It don't matter if it's day or night. I want to make some things that I wear that are like, hey, every time Cole steps on the field, he's going to be wearing this type of swag. Obviously you change it up with the kicks, with the uniform and all that stuff. But no, swag's definitely a big part of it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's very evident because I know you and your boys out in Louisiana stay fitted. Like I see it on the gram all the time. So what's your go-to resource for your influence and style? Are there certain Instagram pages you follow, certain people? Will you go into that?
Yeah. I don't really have somebody I'm looking straight off of. I think it's kind of just what the trendy stuff is going around. And I think we lean on our boys a lot. One of our boys will get something, fresh, whatever, we'll look at it. We'll kind of get something like that. Obviously, we don't want to, jack his swag and stuff like that, but we'll kind of get something that kind of relates to it or whatnot. I stick to the Cali stuff, like the Pac Suns, the H&Ms and all that kind of stuff. But, besides that, yeah, I'll just kind of scroll down Instagram, see what something is or what type of swag I'm kind of liking and see kind of maybe what it's called. I just started ordering from ASOS. My sister had an account. Then I heard of something a couple weeks ago called Boohoo. My big thing is if I wear something and I take an Instagram picture, I don't want it in another picture. I might as well just give it out to somebody after that because I definitely don't want to take a picture of it. But yeah, that's pretty much how we keep up with it.
Oh, for sure. Great. Alex, you got one right, bro?
Yeah. So do you consider yourself someone with drip? If so, how would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd like to consider myself somebody with drip. I feel like that's something obviously everybody else has got to say. I guess I'm going to go scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to go 8.
That's modest. That's modest, bro. That's modest. But that leads us perfectly into our next question because we had another guest on before our first guest, and we've had you're our 10th guest so far. And our first guest, Zion Bannister, he's a minor league prospect for Texas. And he came out and said he's the swaggiest prospect in minor league baseball, hands down. And I know you probably have something to say about that. And so do you disagree? If so, who do you think has the best on and off the field style in minor league baseball?
I don't know of him like that. And, obviously his drip. I feel like somebody that's got to be given that. I don't think you can say it.
Exactly.
I love his confidence.
You can't be self-proclaimed, right?
Right. You can't just be like, oh, yeah, I am. That'd be obviously everybody knows Michael Jordan is, but as he's coming up, he can't just be like, yeah, I am the best. Obviously everybody agrees now, but I feel like somebody's got to say that. I played with a dude in the fall league this past year that I played against him in high A. Kyle Isabel. And it's so he's got an arm sleeve, just the way he carries himself. I think that's has a lot to do with somebody's swag. Is not only like do they have it on them and they're dripped out, but like does their character and attitude match their type of swag? And
Right.
I think he's definitely got that type of the right character and the right swag going together. So I mean, that's obviously I think that's probably one of the top ones because that's the first one that comes to my mind. But I like that dude's swag. I'd love to get like a little arm sleeve. I think the arm sleeve under a jersey is some next level swag. So I don't know. Maybe in the future I might have to run it.
What about Kramer Robertson? That's your boy.
Yeah, he's got some nice swag. I mean, he started wearing, the tennis chains around it. Obviously him with the cleats. I mean, he kind of, changed the baseball game up in college. So definitely, I mean, when we would go out and stuff like that, especially in other cities, so people are coming up to him, saying he's got a bunch of swag and stuff. So, I mean, that's like I was saying, somebody else is coming up and saying that. So, I mean, obviously you got to put him up there. But, that's my boy. So I can't give him all that. I can't give him, the real swaggiest one out there. I got to let him keep working. But
unless he won't leave you alone, right? When you're with him.
Yeah, there were a couple of other guys we had on that I think it was Cody Reed and Zach Plesac, and they both couldn't give themselves high rankings because of that same reason. They're like, that's not for me to say.
Right. No, I 100% agree.
What about guys that you played with within the Nationals organization? Which player really sticks out and why? Or maybe one piece of equipment that they would rock consistently that just, had swagger in all over it?
I'd say probably Nick Banks. Again, he's got the sleeve on the
that's the outfielder, right?
Yeah, Nick Banks. He played at A&M. He does the eye blackets here and there too. So I mean, he's obviously always keeping the fans wondering what he's going to be wearing with that. He wears arm sleeve every now and then, but yeah, I definitely just his type of swagger too, the way he like goes about his stuff on the field too. I mean, I could keep saying it over and over. The arm sleeve, I think, is just next level. But I think that really separates somebody.
Yeah, but for you, it seems like it's not just about what you wear. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's about how you carry yourself and who you are on the field. Do you want to go into that more? Because I think a lot of people think like swag is all about what you look out on the outside. But from a player's perspective, clearly it's not all about what you're wearing.
Yeah, no, like I totally agree with that. Like the eye black for me it's a swag, point, but it's for me like, hey, when I put eye black on, like, fun and game's over. It's game time. Like when I like obviously in practice and stuff, I'm not doing that. I'm working, doing all that. But like to me, like I think it's more of a mental thing now. It's like, hey, when I'm looking in the mirror and I'm putting the eye black on, it's like, hey, like lock it in. It's go time. Yeah, I mean, there's some guys that have almost like too much swag on. They got the big chains going out. Just the way they go about it, it just kind of like you look at them, you're like, that's not their look in a sense. They can have a look, but that's probably not theirs. But yeah, it's definitely just kind of, I think it's a mindset thing. I mean, obviously, we don't like to change stuff up when it's going good. I was one of those guys, I wore an arm sleeve this whole year, pretty much almost every game, on my left arm, just because I was hitting good. And now every time I'm going out to a game, there's going to be an arm sleeve on my left side. Obviously I was always a pants up type of guy too, just because that's, one, I'm short, so definitely don't want to put the pants down. I'm already going to look small, but it's just something that a lot of people don't do nowadays as much. But no, that's definitely a true statement.
Absolutely. So you and Clayton obviously go back to the Wareham Gateman days in the Cape Cod League.
Sir.
How would you rate Clayton's swag? We're talking about your swag. How would you rate his?
I'm gonna throw him as a 7. I can't put him above me, but obviously, he's my boy, so I gotta take care. I'll give you a 7.
I appreciate that, Cole.
Awesome.
Took it easy on me.
Awesome. Not low, but obviously not too high.
It's got room to improve, and that's all that matters. You don't want to be at your peak.
No, don't want to peak too early. That's the biggest thing always.
Exactly. So obviously we had to, bring in custom cleats because that's obviously the business we're in. So how do you think custom cleats can change the game of baseball? You know, you obviously were drafted a few years ago. I'm sure you've seen the style and, you know, swag and the type of equipment that guys are rocking, you know, has changed over the last few years, you know, from guys only wearing solid black, solid blue cleats and equipment to now multicolored and cool designs on them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it allows the players to kind of express themselves more. Obviously, MLB has the Players Weekend, where they get to really go all out. But I like it. I mean, you know, it kind of allows the fans to see, you know, instead of that player that's just running on the field and, you know, it's almost like a robot. Like every day at 7 p.m., they're going to see this guy on TV till 10, and then next thing you know, the next day it's 7 p.m. to 10 or whenever their game time is. I mean, this way it gives them, you know, they have what type of person they are off the field. You know, a lot of people put on like their favorite cartoons or, you know, their favorite superhero or something like that. I think it just allows people to or players to express themselves, and I think fans can relate to that a little bit more. They get to know the person more than just the baseball player. And as a baseball player, I think that's one of the coolest parts is that, you know, when fans can relate to you, not over just baseball, over some other hobby you might like or something you're passionate about. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's actually a great thing. So.
Absolutely. So obviously in the times we're in now and, you know, the chance of baseball returning without fans and, you know, obviously without fans being in the stands, they're not going to be up close and personal with the players. So do you think swag and personal branding and the way a player looks is super important these days, especially this season when fans are only going to be watching players on their televisions?
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing with the no fans, just I don't think people in the stands understand how much we draw energy off of them. Um, Especially, you know, you 2-3 weeks and like every single day that you need to draw some energy from them. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's one of the biggest things. I think, you know, maybe they open it up and allow it to be like players we can, you know, the whole season just to want more people to, hey, maybe they don't even like baseball that much, but, you know, so and so over here has been coming out with some crazy designs on his cleats or some type of swag. You know, obviously they're wearing stuff under their headband. I mean, under the hats and stuff now. I think it helps baseball. Obviously you're gonna have those people that, you know, don't like it, want the, you know, generic stuff, but I think it could definitely help baseball in the sense of just getting more viewers because it's allowing players to express themselves. And people might just want to tune in for that aspect. Like I said, they might not like baseball, but they might like fashion. So they might want to check out what them, you know, 18 guys on the field are wearing. So it definitely, I think, could help.
Absolutely. So that leads us into our favorite part of the segment. It's called Rapid Fire. I'm sure you've watched Intentional Talk on MLB Network, so we're going to give you a little training for it because you're going to be on the show one day, all right?
I like that. Yes, sir.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, so the first question is favorite sneaker of all time?
Hirachi.
Nice. What's your go-to sneaker right now? So you're going to the grocery store, you know, you're going shopping. Which shoe do you just stick on your foot and head out?
Nike Dart.
Nice. What's your favorite model cleat of all time? So from Little League all the way through college, pro ball, what's your favorite model?
The Nike Hirachis I wore that shit for sure. They were so light.
Which ones? They've changed a little bit.
The strap ones,
shoot.
the OG ones back in the day, because you're the fourth person to say those ones.
Yeah, no, it was
Those are
my senior
legendary.
year. They were
The
white.
2K4s.
They were, I guess, yeah. That's what they were, dude. They were freaking so light.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Nike
the
has to
Hirachis
bring
are
them back,
sick.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
We're gonna start a petition, so I'll send it to you. You can sign it, all right?
I'm with it.
Who in the MLB has the most swag, current or former player?
Or both. Give us a current and former.
Cool. Batista, is that how you say something? Shortstop for the Padres.
Oh,
Batista?
Francisco Tatis?
Yeah,
Or
Tatis.
what's his
Yeah.
name?
Fernando Tatis
Fernando.
Jr.
Fernando
Yeah,
Tatis. Yeah. Oh,
He's swag.
yeah. He's got a lot, and I guess I don't know. I mean, Griffey, I think the way he carried himself. So
hey, whatever comes to mind first. That guy just, that's the answer. Whatever comes to mind first. A lot of guys have said Griffey. That's definitely the most popular answer right now.
Well, Cole, you have the hanging earring, right? Yeah. I'm shocked you didn't say Bonds.
I was thinking Bonds, but that's what was the only thing I was like, damn, But I didn't like his big thing that he wore on his arm.
Oh yeah.
That much. But I mean, just the way Griffey carried himself was wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. And our final question: if you could rock any custom design on your cleats on the baseball field, what would it be? Obviously there's a lot of restrictions in the minor leagues depending on the organization you're with, and even once you get to the big leagues, there's restrictions unless it's a special game like Memorial Day, July 4th, or even Players Weekend. So no rules, no regulations. What are you rocking?
I'd rock all the stories. I'd put all the names of the stories I've got for Heart Has No Limit that they said that Heart Has No Limit has either changed their life for the better or helped somebody that they know. I'd put all their names on my cleats and rock those.
That's awesome.
Let's make that happen, bro, because that sounds sick. And that's a great ode to all those people that you've helped and you've inspired. Yeah. So,
let's get it done,
Cole,
with it.
Yeah, cool. So that actually concludes this episode. We keep it quick and short, and we really want to say thank you. We appreciate your time, bro. Even though there might not be a lot going on right now, we wish you the best of luck this upcoming season. We know you're going to kill it, and we hope to do some work for you this year.
No doubt, we'll definitely get that done. I appreciate that, though, bro. Obviously, I like the work y'all have done, and I've kept up with it. But y'all keep pushing. It's fun to watch.
Thank you. We'll be in touch.
Bro. All right, take care, bro.
Y'all take care, bro.
Take care.